All right, let's just jump right in. If you're trying to pack on some serious mass, all the fitness advice out there can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. But what if it was way simpler? Today, we're going to strip it all back and look at a powerful blueprint built on just 5 essential foods. These are absolute game changers for building size and strength.
Does this sound familiar? You're putting in the hours at the gym, but the scale just won't budge. And the person staring back at you in the mirror doesn't reflect all that hard work. It's a super frustrating place to be. I get it. But that's exactly why we're here. To give you a simple, effective plan that starts with your food.
You know, a lot of people think gaining weight should be easy, but for so many of us, it's a real struggle. The secret isn't just about stuffing your face with more food. It's about being smart and eating more of the right kind of food.
And here's the good news. Getting the results you want is totally possible. It all comes down to fueling your body with what it's actually craving to grow. So let's ditch the frustration and get right into the solution.
Okay, this is the core of it all. Let's dive into the 5 essential foods that are going to be the foundation for all your progress. We're starting with an old school classic, and for good reason. For decades, milk has been the go-to for anyone looking to build size and strength. It's simple, it's effective, and it has absolutely stood the test of time. So what's the magic behind milk? Well, it's not just one thing. Of course, you've got that high-quality protein your muscles need to grow, but you're also getting calcium for your bones, plus a ton of other essential vitamins and minerals. It's pretty much the perfect, simple drink to have right after a workout to kickstart that recovery process. Next up on the list, homemade protein smoothies. And listen, that word, homemade, is the most important part. We are definitely not talking about those sugary drinks you grab off a store shelf. And here's why making them yourself is a game changer. You're in complete control. You get to decide what goes in, packing it with all the good stuff. And honestly, it's way more fun. You can experiment and create something you actually look forward to drinking every day. Now, let's talk about a real powerhouse, red meat. It's hands down one of the best muscle-building foods you can eat, partly because it's a natural source of creatine. But it also has a secret weapon, a really powerful amino acid. Okay, remember this number. In just one 6-ounce serving of steak, you get about 3 grams of an amino acid called leucine. So why is that such a big deal? So what is leucine? The easiest way to think about it is like the ignition key for muscle growth. It's the one amino acid that literally tells your body to start the engine for repairing and building new muscle. That 3-gram dose is the perfect amount to get things going. Okay, so we also need foods that are easy to snack on to keep those calories up throughout the day. And that is where nuts and nut butters become your absolute best friend. They're the perfect calorie-dense snack to have on this journey. I mean, the numbers really say it all. In just a small handful of almonds, you're getting more than 7 grams of protein and a solid 18 grams of healthy fats. It's just a super efficient way to boost your calories and nutrients without feeling like you're forcing down another huge meal. And our 5th and final essential food is rice. Think of it this way. If protein is the bricks you use to build muscle, then carbs are the energy that powers the construction crew. And rice is one of the best, easiest ways to get that fuel. You know, the great thing about rice is its simplicity. It's loaded with carbs and calories for energy, it's incredibly easy to eat a lot of it, and it's super easy to digest, which is a huge plus when you're trying to eat more food overall. Okay, so we've got our 5 foods. Awesome. Now, let's talk about how to use them smartly, because that's what's going to get you the best results. Let's circle back to those smoothies, because this is so important. The store-bought versions are often just sugar bombs in disguise. When you make your own, you control everything. You can make sure it's packed with protein, healthy fats, and all the nutrients your body actually needs to grow. And here's a huge pro tip for rice. Please, don't just eat a big bowl of plain rice by itself. To make it a real mass-gaining meal, you have to pair it with a good protein source and some healthy fats. That's what turns it from just a bowl of carbs into a complete, balanced, muscle-building powerhouse. We've covered the what and the why, so now let's put it all together into a simple action plan you can start today. It really just boils down to this super simple 3-step blueprint. First, pick these 5 foods. Second, make them the smart way. And third, and this is probably the most important part of all, be consistent. Real, lasting progress is built day in and day out, in your routine. And that's it. That's the blueprint. The path is all laid out for you. So the only question left is, which one of these foods are you going to add to your plate first?